Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our second 2025 550e xDrive, the plug-in hybrid variant of the new G60 chassis. This was technically our first allocation, but there's some hold up at the factory, but this car has finally arrived. And it is minimally spec'd, but I think it's got a lot of things that people really like on the new G65 series. So the 550e is by default an M Sport vehicle. In other words, you don't have to option it. It's already standard on the vehicle. Let's begin up front with our headlights. So quotation marks for the headlights, a dual headlight design. There are some blue elements in there, and there's a cornering light there. The grille, this is the standard grille you get on the M Sport package. If you want the illuminated kidney grille, it is a separate option or part of the M Sport Professional package. So it'll also black out the rest of the grille here. We can see a parking camera there, or parking assistance camera, I should say, in the middle of the grille. Well, not quite the middle. All right, now you can see the parking assistance camera on the driver's side portion of the grille. And below that, that's where all the sensors are. So Driving Assistance Plus or Pro, that's where the sensors are. And this one does have Driving Assistance Pro on it. Let's take a step back, make our way to the side here, where we have the standard wheels for the 550e. There are 19-inch wheels. They're style 935Ms. We also have blue M Sport calipers. And then you can see the floating, and the hubcap is the BMW i design with a little electric blue in there. There's the charging door. Take a step back now. 550e is essentially like the X550e in sedan form. However, there's a slight decrease of the battery size, so it's 19.4 kilowatt hours of net capacity in this one, whereas the 50, I believe, is a little over 24 kilowatt hours. So in terms of range, what does that mean? So I think the EPA range is about 25 miles. However, we're getting at least indications of over 35, probably closer to 40 miles of full electric range. Of course, that does depend on how you drive. And Dark Graphite, also known as Sophisto Grau. Out back, we have 550e badging in silver, as well as the xDrive badging. And then down below, you have the diffuser, and you note there are no visible exhaust tips. So the exhaust tips are there. They're just pointed down from the bumper. They don't protrude. So if you want visible exhaust tips protruding from your bumper, you have to step up to the M5 these days. There's that rear 3/4 view of Dark Graphite out of direct sunlight. We're going to make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this minimally spec car, but it does come standard with a lot of things, obviously M Sport being one of them. I've already mentioned Driving Assistance Pro. And because it's got the camera there, that means it has at least the premium package on it. All right, so open it, we have the burgundy red Vaganza, so it's a faux leather. So the door card, you get some burgundy here and some contrast stitching. Upper portion, basically sort of like a rubberized plastic up here. You see the standard Harman Kardon sound system. We have this light bar with interaction things with the memory seat, with the memory seats as well as the menu there for the seat. And then lock and lock. So plastic here, woven textile thing going on here, which I believe is a speaker cover. And down below, harder plastic, but not too scratchy. All right, the seats themselves, I think, go really well against a dark exterior, or even a white, or even Brooklyn gray. However, the drawback of getting the burgundy Vaganza is you do not have the option to get the luxury seating package, which I think also would make these things a little bit more powered. So the head restraint is manually operated in terms of height, but well quilted, well bolstered. You see a manually powered crumb catcher here, and it's catching all the crumbs phase there. Down here, got adjustments for side bolster. We're going to check the seat menu to make sure you adjust the side bolster, which I think is the case. Door sills got no badging. Curious on BMW's choice there, because usually you got some badging there for the kick plate. All right, so in front of me, your new M Sport steering wheel. We have a flat bottom steering wheel. We have M badging. There's no M stitching here. Left-hand side of the steering wheel is your controls for assisted driving and cruise control. You have shift pedals with a boost function. And in front of me, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. We have the heads-up display, upper dashboard, like a rubberized plastic. Then we got the curved display here, and then center area here has got your vent controls, basically just a slider here. So closed, open, and there's adjusters here for where the air is blowing. Basically mimicked from the 7 series. Then we got wireless charging pad on this side here. This side does nothing. We've got cup holders and USB-C charging ports. Got our drive selector nub, iDrive controller, and volume wheel. I don't have the Monterey sticker on the inside, so we're going to have to go outside, but we're going to talk about a few things first. So in terms of modes, you'll notice there is not like a hybrid or an Eco Pro or a full electric mode here. So that's a little bit different than BMW hybrids of the past. That said, your personal and efficient modes, there's going to be hybrid modes. However, we're going to go to the driving settings. We're going to the drivetrain and chassis. You see electric driving there. Click that. You're going to have to turn off this electric automatically. So with this enabled, that means your car is going to be behaving like an i5, basically. It's going to use all the electric power. The gas engine is not going to kick in automatically. You have to disable that, and then the car will behave like a hybrid. All right, so other things to talk about. So driver assistance. So this one's got the highway assistant and active lane change. So we go to the assisted driving settings here. And you have to make sure these things are enabled. So that's one of the prerequisites. So active lane change, active, which means with your ID logged in and BMW route guidance on, you can look at the mirrors to initiate a lane change when the car gives you that prompt. All right, we're gonna hop outside and look at the sticker. All right, starting price of the 2025 550e xDrive is $72,700. Metallic paint adds another $650. Vaganza is included. You see Driving Assistance Pro for another $2,000, and then Premium Packet for $2,300. Everything else is included. All told, MSRP of this particular example, if I get the thing to focus, all told, MSRP of this particular example is $78,825. All right, so rear doors do not have comfort access. The reason behind that is it has ultra wideband technology, but you would have to enable that comfort access unlock when you approach and making sure all 4 doors are unlocked rather than just the driver's door. So as you approach the vehicle with either your phone or your key fob, all the doors will unlock. Now, I personally don't use that feature, and I do miss the comfort access on the rear doors because I make sure all the doors are unlocked before getting to the back. Here's the rest of that burgundy. All right, here's a view of the cockpit from the back seat. Now, out back, we have vents and USB-C charging ports there. So for model year 26, which begins production, I believe, in March, option 4 and B, the climate control zones for the rear, is an available option for the US market. Previously, you had to work through BMW individual to get that on the vehicle, but it is available. Then, you've also got USB-C charging port in the back of each of the front seats. Knee room, legroom, really good, as you'd expect in the back of the 5 Series. The same can be said about headroom. All right, make our way to the back and utilize our kick to open feature. And I think a big improvement over the previous generation 530e plug-in hybrid, at least for the US market. Trunk space is really good. There's not really a penalty here for the plug-in hybrid with the fuel tank no longer in the back here. This is where it normally be, and the batteries are all on the floor. But you can also fold down those rear seats for even more room. And then you also have your flexible fast charger 2.0 with an attachment for the NEMA 1450 adapter, as you can see right there. So everything you need to charge the car is included with it. And you notice the absence of a spare tire. I believe that's an option number 300. You can either press the button here to close the trunk, or, well, it took a while to get that thing going. All right, so that's about it for a quick look at the 550e. All right, so that said, I think this should be a pretty popular car for BMW. It's a plug-in hybrid. It's got really good range. Really good comfort, really good features. Let me know what you think. 550e in the comments below, and we'll see you at the next video.